sorry to hear that.
Life goes on. Cancer is a weird thing to happen to a young person.
Yeah, that is. Cancer is like the. Oh, there was a analogy that I heard before. It's like a one of those trapdoor spiders. Like you're just walking around, and then suddenly this hole in the ground opens up and grabs you and pulls you into the ground, and
Yeah,
it's just like the worst thing ever.
out of nowhere. And he had he had his life, he had his, his family, he had his friends, he had all his plans and stuff, and then just all of a sudden, condolences to his family and everybody. But
Hmm.
yeah, so it's a weird thing that happened. But heading back to Japan and
In Osaka.
yeah, actually, I don't want to badmouth Peru. Peru is a lovely place, and tiene sus encantos. There's some really nice people here, some delicious food. Uh, yeah, no, I retract everything mean I said about Peru.
You just had bad experiences with finding a place to stay that wasn't near a construction site or a school band that practiced on the roof at 6 a.m.
Yeah. The processes are still just so inefficient. So there's a gym at my apartment building. I tried to go one night, all dressed up, me and the girlfriend, we were ready to work out. And we went up there, and the guard's like, get back to a place that's so logical and well ordered like Japan. Sorry, that was a boring story. I'm going to cut that out. I'm looking at the time now. That story lasted 18 minutes. I'm going to cut that story down to about 1 minute, just for viewers. Thank you for listening so patiently for those 18 minutes.
Oh, God.
What did you think of the musical number in the middle of my 18-minute story? Do you think I should do that more often, break into song while I'm telling a story?
Yes, and I especially liked watching you tap dance on beat. It was pretty cool. I admire your talent.
Okay, I'll do that more often.
Okay.
And I guess if any of the VD carriers that are listening right now want to hear the full version of that story, we'll put it behind our paywall on the Patreon. So just make a nominal donation to our Patreon, and then you can have all access.
Do they have to go across the street to the gas station to pay for it?
No, I have become Peru. All right. So, Charity, I agree with you. The winter is quite an annoying season. Why do you not like it? Because your glasses get fogged up?
That too. I can't like go anywhere without. Oh no! Don't even get me started. I will go on like a 20-minute rant about my glasses fogging up. I'm actually getting eye surgery ASAP, so I don't have to deal with this anymore. But it's sort of anyway. But no, winter is annoying because it's too cold to function. Everywhere I go, my fingers freeze, my legs turn into icicles because I'm driving my scooter, and the wind just like snakes itself up my pants legs. And I'm like, why don't you take me on a date first? And the wind is like, ha 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 ha. And I just don't get why winter has to
That's
even
cold.
exist. Nice. Cold burn. Like, it's so dumb. Like, the half the world's in summer, but we're in winter. It's warm in other parts of the world, but it's cold here. Why is the sun so far away from this part of the earth? It's just illogical. I don't get it. My roommate, he's from Canada, and I'm here freezing my socks off and coming in the door to the apartment being so angry because I'm so cold, and he's just chilling, and he's like, it feels like springtime. I'm like, you darn Canadians.
That's Snow way to talk to you.
I wish we had snow. It would make it seem a lot warmer. We just like there's no point for it being this cold if there's no snow. Ugh. Ugh. I am not ugh. I don't like it.
I know. I hope that, if we can personify the season for a second, I hope that winter frees you from this suffering soon.
Oh,
Freeze.
you are like the dorkiest dork to ever dork upon the earth.
Um,
No, I can't. That's not true. That's for like Scott from Ohio. Hi, Scott. But he I used to tell him that. Sometimes call him a dork all the time. And my roommate too from college, Josh Lamb. Hi, Josh. Booyah! 2 shout outs.
Hey, Kyle and Josh. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
How many do you have? 0. I'm winning.
Um, well, say that's really unfortunate that it's so cold up in Korea right now. Why do you have your hand on your face?
I'm face palming myself.
So let's talk politics. Are you a fan of Ron Paul or of Mittens Romney?
Boo.
That was pretty solid for a guy that just woke up.
You can say that about poop. Poop joke. Hope no one's listening to this while they're eating.
It is weird to know that an entire population of people in the southern hemisphere have never experienced snow. Have you ever run into somebody when you were living in Argentina, somebody who had never seen snow before?
Of course.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It was weird. I can't imagine never knowing snow. Even me, growing up in Arkansas, we saw snow occasionally. Wasn't very often, but we saw it. Like, what do they think happens when it snows? Like, how do they think it falls? Do they think it falls like rain? Sometimes no, it doesn't fall like rain. That would be sleet. um, they never get to see it just like falling lazily to the ground. They never get to hear that like snowy silence that comes about when there's like a fully snowy night and like there's like snow drifts and it absorbs all the sound, so the night is like this special kind of quiet, and then the yellow street lights are like shining on the snow and it makes it look like this glowing winter wonderland with like golden shafts of light in some places and like muted tones everywhere. Man, I can't believe they would never get to experience that.
Yeah, it is a really magical feeling. You just reminded me of this one time in college that I was standing talking to this girl, and we were kind of crushing on each other, kind of starting to like each other. And all of a sudden, it just started snowing. Gigantic slow motion snowflakes falling around us, some of them sticking on our eyelashes and stuff like that. Like a magical moment. It just felt like we were in slow motion inside of this snow globe, and we didn't even say anything. We just stood there for a long time.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why
some people will never experience that. Or they can watch it on TV or rent a snow machine.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Viable options.
At the mall, they should have, like some malls have that hurricane machine, so people who aren't in coastal areas can get in and it like just blows the crap out of them. Have you seen those?
I've heard of those, but like, why?
It's pretty weird.
Why do some of these things exist? Ugh, I hate the wind too much to pay for it. Why would I pay for something I hate?
But you just stumbled onto a beautiful idea that in really hot climates, you could have snow machines, snow booth, where you step in, you pay $1, and for 3 minutes, you get to experience like cold, fluffy, soft, slow motion snowflakes falling on you.
Yeah.
Purified water, so you can catch them on your tongue.
No. Go authentic. Just brown water. Recycled groundwater. So yeah, winter. That's my winter rant. Well, the condensed version.
The condensed version. If you want to hear the full version, we cut out 27 minutes of Charity's rant. If you want to hear the full version, go to our Patreon. Patreon.com/vastdifferences. I'm always trying to make a buck, you know me. I'm not doing this out of the charity of my heart. I'm doing this to get money.
Oh, my phone's got 5% battery life left. I don't know why it's supposed to be charging.
Okay, well, I guess that's a good
time. Oh, it's because it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. You got it plugged in on one end, but not on the other end.
So, Charity, the purpose of the Vast Differences podcast is to talk about all the vastly different topics in the world and then come to the conclusion that they're the same thing. So what would you say are the similarities between winter and wah 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 rah?
They both annoy the crap out of me.
All right, thanks to everybody for tuning in to episode 0000016 of the Vast Differences podcast. I'm ThugLife.
And I'm Charity.
And this was
Vast Differences. You're such a dork.